AIS Play รวมความบันเทิงคุณภาพเปิดความสนุกทุกที่ทุกเวลา
One match to AM from Laos. That was the only person who was able to take a match from him in the losers bracket since then. But now we have our next player from Vietnam.
Legend. He's ranked 6-4-1-4 Ultimate Champion, baby.
There it is.
The highest league in Clash Royale. And then his favorite cards are Ice Spirit, Ice Golem, and Zap.
A very blue. I can make the same joke twice in a broadcast, right? If it's a couple hours in between.
Yeah. Permission granted.
Permission granted. All right, his favorite color definitely is blue. Hey, listen, people are waking up, you know. But you know, this is a matchup that is going to be a very, very key one, as we heard earlier. I mean, Legend said he was waiting to play Elsiop, and now he's going to have a chance to play him, and it's going to be in the semifinals of the losers bracket.
Yeah, this is going to be absolutely intense. The bans are coming in momentarily as we get ready for the semifinals match. And there it is, Tombstone being banned from Legend. The first time we've seen Tombstone banned today, and Elsiop taking the miner off the board. He's saying, Legend, I know you play cycle decks, no cycle for you.
There it is, the miner is going to be taken off the field, no Tombstone, and let's get right into match game number 1.
Here we go, Furnace coming down from Legend, the Poison coming down from Elsiop. Poison came down just in time for that Fire Spirit. So Fire Spirits will not take the tower, but the Poison didn't last long enough, so one Fire Spirit will connect to the tower. Elsiop is going to have to play a Baby Dragon to counter it. First time in a while we've seen Baby Dragon. Do you think this might be Golem from Elsiop?
It might be Cannon Card coming down as well, so it could be Golem Cannon Card, as there's going to be Royal Hogs being pushed on the left-hand side. Tornado going to come out as well. What a beautiful Tornado.
Wow, that Tornado Valkyrie combo was absolutely devastating against the Zappies, against the Royal Hogs, against the Magic Archer. Phenomenal play from Elsiop.
Yeah, phenomenal play from Elsiop right there. And I think he does probably have, you know, a Golem deck win his hand, and there's the pump.
Yeah, pump. This deck is just screaming Golem right now. And Elsiop is not playing, he probably won't be playing Golem until Double Elixir. He might with that Fireball coming in. He does get that little bit of pump. There's the Golem coming down. Golem does take a little bit of time to get to the bridge, so with about 1:10, that Golem will start to get his Double Elixir push going. The Royal Piggies on the right-hand side doing a ton of damage. This tower might drop below triple digits, and there it is, 975. Fire Spirits will also chip in for 619, and Elsiop's tower is looking pretty low. Golem is going towards this Furnace. Mega Minion chopping the Mega Minion down. Baby Dragon's going to come in to support. Valkyrie taking apart this cannon cart, and here comes the Baby Dragon, going to be able to get a lot of damage onto these Zappies. Tornado pulling everything through the Golem. Death damage takes down the Valkyrie, takes down the Zappies. The Poison's coming through for the Magic Archer. The Baby Dragon's in there, and this is a ton of damage from Elsiop.
So much damage on Legends Towers. The Golemites are still plundering that left-hand side.
Yeah, Elsiop does not have a small spell. His small spell is Tornado, so he has to get another connection because Poison's only going to do 216, and there's 276 remaining on his tower. He has to go in for this Golem push.
Yeah, the cannon card is actually just in front of the Golem here. Valkyrie coming out and starting to swing away, but the Golem is going to push it. Just gets taken off its wheels, but the Golem should be able to take out the tower.
Yeah, Golem gets one punch in there, 17 health. Tornado's gonna pull the Magic Archer close. And this might be a base race. Here come the Royal Hogs on the right-hand side. Poison's gonna come out for those. Here come the Zappies rolling in. Golem, Baby Dragon, Mega Minion onto the tower. This is intense. Valkyrie comes down to defend. Royal Hogs not able to get that much damage off. 592. The Log's gonna knock this Golem back. Mega Minion is down from Elsiop. The Golem is pounding away. The Valkyrie's gonna come in to defend, but it might not be enough. Golemites pounding away at the tower. 324. 112. The death damage isn't there. The Royal Hogs rolling through. The Baby Dragon splashes. And the base race comes to an end with Elsiop on top.
Wow, how often do you see a King Tower base race at the end of a game in sudden death? What a matchup right there. And we're seeing some of the greats. I mean, that is the first 3-crown that we've seen in about 5 hours.
Yeah, that's the second 3-crown of the day. The first one we saw was, I believe it was Jin Kazuma locking onto the Tower of Legend, taking the 3-crown victory with that Inferno Dragon, and that was all the way back in round 2. We're up in round 5.
Yeah, and that was a misplay pump, and it was a Raged Inferno Dragon 45 seconds into the match that ended it. So it was kind of one of those fluky 3-crowns. I think that this was the first legit 3-crown match that we've had where it was actually, you know, you took it all the way down, you grinded it out, and you actually killed the King Tower in order to get the victory. But we're going now into game number 2. Elsiop is on fire. Is he going to be able to get stopped?
He is 10-1 in the lower bracket. That is a phenomenal run. He is looking to make his run to the top, earning the gold medal for the People's Republic of China. And Legend is standing in his way of getting that chance at the gold medal.
And interesting to note, Elsiop, right? He's 10-1 in the losers bracket. You must ask yourself, you'd be like, so who did he lose to get into the losers bracket right away? And well, I got that answer for you, fool. It was Indonesia's Benzo Rider, who's waiting in the finals.
Yeah, so you know Elsiop has his eyes set on that matchup. He says, you got my number once, but you're not going to get it the second time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
So you mean I'm not getting your number?
No.
I'm not going out for dinner later? Oh,
It's too late for dinner.
damn, that's true. Oh, all right. So, 1-0, Elsiop over Legend from Vietnam. Let's see how this shakes out in game number 2. So, there is no tombstone. There is no minor. What do you think is going to be coming out in game number 2 from these players?
I gotta say another either Beatdown or Royal Hogs again. I don't think Legend's gonna play Royal Hogs again. I think Legend's gonna switch it up to a Beatdown style deck, but I think Elsiop is gonna stick with Beatdown. I don't know if he's gonna be playing Golem again. He might switch to a Giant deck here. So we might be seeing a Giant matchup. Could be Mirror. It could also be 2 different Giant variations. Minor is banned, so we won't see Giant Minor, but we could see Giant Night Witch. We could see Giant Triple Spell. We could see, there are multiple Giant decks, but I think we're going to see 2 Giant decks in game 2.
Yeah, I do agree that there might be a Giant deck, at least one Giant deck being played out.
One for sure.
One for sure. You know, the other one, you know, you might see. I mean, it's either going to be really Giant, or you could see Lava Hound, but I mean that's pretty risky. I think we are definitely going to see a Cannon card and a Cannon card variation, maybe even a Graveyard.
Yeah, we haven't seen Graveyard in a while. I think the last time we saw Graveyard was end of round 2, round 3. It's got to be something along those lines. So, players finalizing their decks, getting their decks in, ready to go for game number 2. Elsiop is up 1-0 in this matchup. The loser will be earning himself. Loser gets himself a medal.
Yeah, so loser gets himself a medal. That's pretty nice consolation prize if you are to lose this matchup. But I think everybody's wanting to go for the gold here today. Elsiop currently up 1-0 versus Legend.
He's got the Furnace coming down, Skeletons coming out to distract this Royal Ghost. Beautiful skeleton placement. Fire Spirits are able to finish up the Royal Ghost. No, not in time. We see a Hunter coming down from Legend here. Royal Hogs coming down on the left-hand side. Fireball down for those Royal Piggies. We'll get a couple chip shots on the tower. Nothing too severe.
Nothing too severe at all right here. And there's a Furnace versus a Oath. There it is. Rascals. So it looks like this might be the Rascals Hog deck with instead of the Three Musketeers putting in the Rascals instead. It was one of those decks that kind of came out when the Rascals came aboard, where you had the Three Musketeers, Hog, Hunter, Royal Ghost, Zappies, but oh no, there's a Bandit in here, so maybe maybe it might be like a little bit Bridgeman variant style.
Could be. Royal Ghost down on the right-hand side for that Musketeer. So LCOP running Three Musketeer, Royal Hog deck for sure. Here comes the Hog Rider, like you were saying. Valkyrie's going to come down for this, but the Hog might be able to get one shot on his left-hand side. Might even get a second shot. No.
No. Not going to be able to get a second shot onto the tower. Inferno Dragon coming in on that tower there. But oh, Royal Hog's going to be getting a little bit of damage on the right-hand side, and that is going to be a nice amount. Inferno Dragon coming on the left-hand side, and it is going to be shut down by this Hunter.
Great pull from those skeletons right there. Bandit still gets a dash onto the tower, though, and the Bubblegum Rascals slowly chipping away, bringing that down to 17-24. Both towers about even health heading into double elixir.
All right, here we go. There's going to be a Royal Ghost on the right-hand side for Legend. He needs to get back into this matchup. This is a very crucial game for him. Inferno Dragon on the right with a Hunter behind it, just trying to just quickly cycle here. It is double elixir time, so the elixir's starting to come in. Now's the time to make a play.
Fireball log onto the Three Musketeers on the right-hand side. I don't think LCOP wanted to deal with that Inferno Dragon in the slightest. He just wanted to get it out of the way, so he drops the Three Musketeers. They take care of it quickly, and then he just moves on to the next cycle.
Here it is, a Hog Rider on the right-hand lane. The Hunter's coming down, but the Hog Rider is going to get off at least one shot onto the tower. Inferno Dragon and Royal Ghost. The Inferno Dragon takes the aggro from the tower as the Royal Ghost is just swinging away. The Royal Hogs are going to get a little bit of chip damage onto the tower. Inferno Dragon!
Not enough HP left. Royal Hogs slowly chipping away at the towers of Legend. Musketeers in the middle, dishing out some damage. Here come the Valk to protect this higher health Musketeer. Furnace coming down. LCOP just resetting. He knows he's down elixir. He's just trying to get that reset and try to get that counter push built back up.
Here it is, beautiful log. Oh, for the skeletons, but just not enough in time as the Bandit goes to a empty skeleton, as you can say. Fireball comes down, takes care of all of these Royal Hogs, and this is just a beautiful chess match going on right now.
Yeah, both of these towers about pretty much the same health, 1,200 for both players on the left, 1,300 for both players on the right. So neither of these players is giving way, and this is the first time we have seen absolutely perfect gameplay from both players, and it's showing in the health of the towers and the fact that neither player has dropped a tower or made a mistake thus far.
Yeah, and here we go. The Royal Hogs are going to get smacked around here. The log comes in on the left-hand lane. The Hunter makes quick work of them, but can this counterattack from Legend be something here? I mean, he doesn't really have that big of an elixir advantage. The Inferno Dragon trying to get value. Here comes the Hog Rider on the lane. The Valkyrie's coming down, but another Furnace just in time.
Yeah, this Inferno Dragon's going to get a little bit of chip damage on the right-hand side. Not a lot for LCOP to really worry about. Here come the Rascals splitting through. Musketeers splitting for LCOP, and this might be the push where LCOP looks to end the game.
Yeah. Oh, still one Musketeer still alive here, and the Musketeer actually swings on to the Rascal Boy. Otherwise, that Hog Rider wouldn't even have gotten a shot on his attack.
Yeah, Royal Ghost down for the Musketeer. It's going to focus here from the Royal Hogs, split 2-2. Lock coming down on the right-hand side. Lock coming down on the left. The Royal Piggies are full health on the left-hand side, dishing out some damage. Fireball comes in to defend against two Hogs. 469 remains on the Tower of Legend. 737 on LCOPs.
Yeah, Legend needs to somehow muscle out a victory here. Here's the Inferno Dragon on the left-hand side. Royal Ghost on the right. Three Musketeers once again being cycled. Does he choose the Fireball this? I just don't think he can.
No, he doesn't have the Fireball in cycle. With that Hog being played, he does.
He's going for the home run right now. Oh, he misses the Musketeer with the log.
Oh, here come the Hogs on the right-hand side. Bandit's going to come down with that Valkyrie. The Hogs are going to connect. The Fireball's going to come in, and LCOP takes it.
Wow, that's going to be another victory for LCOP. He is just on a tear right now. Aaron, Trot, Legend tried to go for the home run swing on the right-hand lane and just was not enough. The fireball log combination with the Hog Rider just wasn't enough. Overcommitment on defense from Elsiop, but guess what? You know you could have overcommitted on defense because you know you only needed a little bit more damage on the left-hand side. He threw everything he had in his hand on the right-hand side to stop that Hog Rider and then pushed on the left. Got it.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal play from Elsiop. We just saw how patient he played that, and he had said that earlier in the day with his victory over Aaron. In that last match where they both waited until double elixir, in the post-game interview, he had said, this is where it matters. If I'm patient, I know what my opponent's going to do, and I just capitalize on what they do. And that's exactly what he did in game number 2 against Legend. He capitalized on the patience that he had, and Legend went aggressive. He capitalized and took the victory.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautifully played right here so far from Elsiop throughout this entire gauntlet that he's been going out after he lost this first series. And currently up 2-0 versus Legend. Right now, it just does not look like he could be stopped.
He is on an absolute tear right now, and he's looking to punch his way into the gold medal match. He is 1 game away from getting there.
Yeah, 1 game away from getting there as he is just going over his decks, as this is going to be a very crucial game for him. I mean, I think he just kind of wants to end it here, keep his 3-0s, you know, going around, and I don't think he wants to take a loss. I think he just wants to go in there super hot, have Benzer Rydell a little bit worried, but not too worried, because I mean, Benzer already took him out in the first round. So Indonesia is sitting here waiting to see if they're going to play Vietnam or the Republic of China, the People's Republic of China. So, who, 2-0 right now. What does Legend need to do to get back into this?
Legend needs to play with what he's comfortable with, and I think that's going to have to be a giant cycle-ish deck. You don't want to play too heavy of a giant deck. He loves these cycle cards, so you need to play something that you can catch your opponent off guard. Miner is going to be banned, so you can't play a Miner P.E.K.K.A control, you can't play a Mega Knight Miner control, you can't play a Giant Miner, but you can still play some sort of giant cycle deck that might keep Elsiop on his feet in this game 3.
Yeah, I think we might need to see a cannon card as well somewhere through here. Maybe even run a graveyard. I mean, everybody's running Fireball, maybe a sneaky graveyard coming in here, but Legend has his work cut out for him because right now, Elsiop is playing absolutely out of his mind.
Yeah, we saw Elsiop take down AM in the first round of the lower bracket. Then he 3-0s Aaron. Then he 3-0s Jin. He's up 2-0 against Legend and 1 game away from the gold medal match. This is for all the marbles right here in the lower bracket.
Who is going to be able to win game number 3? We're about to find out.
Here we go. Both players sitting at full elixir. Mega Minion coming down from Legend. Royal Ghost coming down from Elsiop. Both players just cycling out cards, not getting too aggressive to start this match.
Bill Furnace coming down right now from Legend. Fireball is going to connect on all 3 Musketeers.
That is probably one of the most satisfying things, because when you play the 3 Musketeers in the middle, you have to react extremely quickly with the Fireball. Otherwise, you'll only hit 2 of the Musketeers. Sometimes you only hit 1. And Legend timed that Fireball perfectly, hit all 3 Musketeers, and set himself up for a great defense.
And now there's Zappies being split in the back here from Legend. And there's a pump coming down from Elsiop, so if he's able to stop this push, he's going to be in very, very good position.
And here comes the 3-1 split onto the Royal Hogs. Royal Hog on the right-hand side is going to get a ton of damage as the tower on the right is focused onto the Valkyrie. Royal goes down for the Zappies. Royal Hog getting a decent amount of damage on that right-hand side. Fireball goes onto the pump of Elsiop.
And the Valkyrie with the Zappies on the left-hand side here. Let's see if he's going to choose to pump up. He's got a Royal Ghost onto the tower doing a ton of damage. Legends committing a lot to the defense, but no, he's going to continue the push. Battle Ram on the right-hand side is going to connect, do a ton of damage, and once again, he just is beautifully out-cycling his opponent, and Legend now is in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, Valkyrie was forced to come down, and LCF is up Elixir now. Great Ice Golem kite. This is one of the premier kiting tactics in the game against P.E.K.K.'s, Valkyrie's, other tanks that you can do it with. Like, it's such a good kiting tactic.
Yeah, and a Fireball comes in to knock down the pump. Royal Ghost on the right-hand side. Fire Spirits coming out as well here. Zappies split in the back.
Royal Ghost is a really good counter to Fire Spirits coming out of the Furnace. It gets 2 shots onto the Fire Spirits, and then it gets to the Furnace, and it just does so, it's so valuable against a Furnace, the Royal Ghost.
Absolutely is. The Furnace, though, will continue to just get a little bit of value here, a little bit of value there, and here comes a 2-2 split, and the Magic Archer just not able to connect with the Princess Tower, and right now the Zappy is going to be doing the cleanup for all these frogs.
Yeah, LCF does not have a big spell in his deck, and there's 614 health remaining on Legend's right-hand tower, so LCF has to get a successful push-off if he wants to win this game, and Legend is looking to make a comeback here as we head into overtime.
Yeah, Legend looks pretty good here, but there's a Musketeer split like up. Is he going to be able to get down this Furnace, though, before the Musketeers cross the bridge? That's the question. No. Valkyrie going to come down, easily shut that out, and right now you're seeing Legend slowly start crawling his way back into this game.
Yeah, this Magic Archer has been alive for quite some time now. The Fire Spirits are able to take down the Royal Ghost. And look at the Magic Archer. He's still kicking. Here come the Royal Hogs all on the right-hand side with the pump coming down on the left. Royal Hogs are going to be able to connect onto this tower. Fireball's going to come through. The Royal Hogs are going to do it. 22 HP. That is 1 log away, and the Legend takes it. And we have ourselves a 2-1 game.
Yeah, Magic Archer just was able to clip the tower there towards the end. And I think the key in that game is Legend just played it absolutely perfectly. I mean, he didn't make one mistake, even when he was down a little bit on Elixir. He stayed calm, he stayed cool, he knew he had the Fireball, waited until the advantage was really gone from Elsiop, and then started to get damage over and over again. He knew Elsiop could not get any damage with Fireballs or anything like that. He took his advantage slowly with Fireballs, a little bit of damage from chip from Fireballs, and he waited. Got a little bit of chip from Mohawk here and there, and just over and over again, whittled him down, and was able to take the game. Unfortunately for Elsiop, he did not have a big spell, like you said, to be able to finish out that game when it was just so simple.
You have to wonder, if you're LCF in that situation, is it worth it to throw a pump down in double Elixir when your opponent has such a quick cycle, such a high pressure deck? Because you just throw the pump down, even though you're in double Elixir, that's 6 Elixir you're putting down on the board when your opponent is gaining Elixir twice as fast. You don't typically see players playing pump towards the end of the game, and I think LCF thought he was in a better situation than he was, but the pump coming down, it was just 6 Elixir thrown at the board, and he didn't have enough to defend.
Yeah, I think he knew that the Royal Hogs were coming. I think he knew he needed to cycle to his Valkyrie. It's just he wasn't in time. He threw out an Ice Golem early to cycle to the Valkyrie, and it just wasn't there. He just didn't have the Elixir for it, couldn't stop it. The Fireball came in as well, and sayonara, baby, as 22 health was left. Magic Archer just clipped it down. Anything would have been able to clip it down at that point, and he was able to take the game and stay alive, keeping Vietnam in this.
Yeah, so you have LCF is trying to think, okay, the Legend just came back, he played really well. Both players played that really well for the entire game. So LCF is trying to think, he probably might go back to one of his comfort decks. We saw him do very well with Beatdown. We saw him do very well with Miner Control, but Miner is banned in this matchup. So you have to think maybe he's going back for that beatdown, or he busts out the Royal Hogs that he was successful with. We've seen Legend play the Royal Hogs. Maybe LCOP's time to bring out the Royal Hogs in this potential last matchup.
Yeah, I mean, he could very well bring out Royal Hogs. He can bring out a lot. I mean, I think the best part about both these players are they can play any type of deck, any variant of a deck, and they can really shine pretty much with almost anything.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be highlighted in this next game because, you know, they can choose whether am I going to do, you know, Royal Hogs, and then a lot of the flex picks that we were talking about earlier, and a flex pick being either Electro Wizard, you know, Archers, Magic, Mega Minion, Magic Archer, you know, a couple of these cards, they can be flexed in and out of decks. I think that they need to just make a couple of adjustments, you know, and kind of counter your opponent, especially if you're LCOP right now, you're up 2-1, putting a card, you know, to counter, you know, Legend. You know kind of what he wants to run. You just guess what deck he's going to be running. Put a card in there, you know, kind of as a sneak attack. Pick up a victory like that. And I think especially when you're up in 2-1, 2-0, you're in prime position to take advantage of something like that.
All right, so here we go. Game number 4, Bandit coming down at the bridge for Legend. Valkyrie coming down from LCOP, not allowing a charge from the Bandit. Royal Ghost coming down for this Valkyrie. Magic Archer, great positioning. It's going to get chip damage onto the tower.
Yeah, and there's that Magic Archer that we were talking about that just does so much damage if placed properly. And the Mega Minions are just going to be strolling over to the tower. Royal Hogs have to be played here just to stop the damage from the Mega Minion.
Yeah, LCOP already played his Valkyrie, so the Royal Hogs are going to get some decent damage here. Zappy shut it down though, so taking about 600 damage, and the Royal Hogs coming from LCOP as well.
Yes, split here, 2-2. Royal Hogs getting a ton of damage on the left side. On the right side, just giving him a little bit of advantage.
Yeah, and pretty decent counter push here from Legend. Rascals, the Royal Ghost coming in as well. Here comes the Inferno Dragon to support it. LCOP drops a Mega Minion. Mega Minion is going to take aggro from this Inferno Dragon. Tower might be able to take it down fast enough, but the Inferno Dragon is going to get a decent amount of chip damage. It's going to heat up a little bit, brings it down to 1499.
1499 left on that left-hand side tower. It's starting to get into a position where LCOP really needs to figure out a way to get his Royal Hogs to the tower. Rascals are a very good counter to the Royal Hogs, especially if you don't have Log in rotation. So LCOP's going to need to make sure he has this Log in rotation for the Rascals, but if he has to keep on using them for the Royal Hogs, which we are seeing now twice, he's not going to have it for the Rascals if he ever decides to counterattack.
Yeah, and double elixir kicks in here. LCOP using the Furnace very effectively to defend against the Royal Hogs. Fireball comes down to the Hogs all in one lane. Couple chip shots, and here comes that Magic Archer placement. It's going to take down the Bubblegum Rascal and chip away at the tower. Look at the damage it's getting.
So much damage. Beautiful Royal Ghost as well. And here come the piggies, but there's the Furnace. Magic Archer turns around and starts swinging at some pigs. So no damage really going to be taken here. Only one shot. No big deal. Here comes the huge push. Once again, he has to continue to waste fireballs in order to defend.
Yeah, and Legend playing fireballs onto the Royal Hogs means he doesn't have it onto the Furnace. He doesn't have it for the Magic Archer. He doesn't have it for the Zappies. LCOP playing a fireball bait deck here, and he is playing it beautifully, and it's working well for him heading into overtime.
Yeah, absolutely. Here comes the Hogs coming out once again. Now he finally has the Log for the Rascals, and he just absolutely clears the Rascals out on the right-hand side. Royal Ghost and Rascal Boy coming out on the right, and Bandit gonna phase into no death.
Yep, she'll get taken down by the Zappies. Furnace coming down on the right-hand side. Hunter coming down, Inferno Dragon coming down. Legend trying to set up a good counter attack. Rascal's coming in, doesn't come down in time to protect that Hunter.
And let's see if he decides to throw out all of the Royal Hogs at the bridge here, trying to get a push out. The Royal Hogs once again being played here on the left-hand side. The Valkyrie is just going to swing them down, and now there could be a 2-2 split push here. No, he's going to be going hard on the right-hand lane. Fireball and a Royal Ghost going to clear all of that out. I'm surprised he didn't go with a 2-2 split right there, especially with how much damage he's putting on the left-hand side.
Yeah, LCOP hasn't revealed his last card yet, but if it is Fireball, it is not in Fireball log range just yet. Magic Archer comes down in the middle, Bandit's going to dash through, here comes a Royal Ghost on the right-hand side, Valkyrie comes down, Royal Ghost is going to sneak its way to the tower. This is going to be a lot of damage. Here come the Royal Hogs on the right-hand side. If he has a Fireball, this is time to play it. The Hogs are going to connect, the Fireball comes down, and Legend takes it.
Not really sure what LCOP was doing there. You have to throw out that fireball way earlier. You had to have known that that was going to get to your tower and do so much damage. A huge error there. And maybe that kink in his armor was one loss. So, I mean, Legend, Vietnam still alive, and they tied this thing up 2-2.
Yep, we saw LCOP do an early 2-0 start, but Legend trying to make a comeback here. He's got 2 games back on his teammate.
This is going to be a crazy game, number 5, winner take all, and move on to the finals. And I am excited to see what decks are going to be coming out here because, I mean, it's a chess match between these 2 players. I think LCOP had the matchup that last game, just never used his Fireball the entire time.
He had fun. That's so surprising because I feel like there were opportunities where he could have used a Fireball, he could have used the Fireball onto the Rascals, push the Void Rascal off the other side, and get the Royal Hogs through and get that little bit more damage. And that might have ended up being the difference in the game because at that last second, there was 292 remaining on Legend's tower. You figure if you Fireball the tower at least once, you're set up for victory already because all you need to do is throw that Fireball in the last second. So it's very surprising that he did not use the Fireball at all until that last defense, and it ended up costing him the game.
Yeah, I think he just got complacent there. I think he knew that he had the game under control, that he was controlling the entire pace, and he was like, I'm going to do this my way, play it slow, a little bit chip here, a little bit of chip there, and I'm just going to win with a Fireball at the end of the game. Unfortunately for him, he got caught off guard, and 1 second, you get caught off guard for 1 second in Clash Royale, your tower can fall, and we just saw that Legend kind of just stole one, and LCOP not happy about that.
No, you saw the frustration in his face, and the thing that probably is irritating LCOP right now is the fact that his Magic Archer placement in the amount of chip damage he got from the Magic Archer was probably well over 1,000 on that right-hand tower. So he used that Magic Archer perfectly in that matchup, and he still wasn't able to come up on top. That has to be frustrating for him, but he has to brush that off and prepare for this game 5.
Yeah, I think the Magic Archer play made him very complacent in all of his plays. I think it made him way too passive there. I think he needed to still keep the aggression on. I think he said, I just got so much damage from this. I have a nice deck in order to defend everything. I don't need to Fireball. I don't need to get extra damage. I just need to hold on, defend, and chip you out. Unfortunately for him, Legend was able to pick it up. But we're going to get into game number 5. Who's going to be going on to the final match?
Oh, this is going to be intense. Both players don't want to make the first move. Just a passive log coming down from Legend. LCOP dropping that Magic Archer. He could be playing the same deck. Zappy's coming down from Legend.
Yes, Zappies are in the bag from Legend here. LCOP with this Magic Archer is going to get off another nice amount of damage as the Mega Minion comes down a little bit late.
Yeah, Zappy made the Magic Archer retarget to the Mega Minion. Log's going to come through here. And so far, Legend dropping a Magic Archer as well. Here come the Royal Hogs from LCOP. Oh,
Free Fireball!
What a fireball from LCOP. Gets the Furnace, takes down the Magic Archer, gets the Royal Hogs to the tower, and dishing out 800 damage on that right-hand side. Magic Archer placed in the middle. Going to be able to chip away at this Valkyrie and then able to go onto the right-hand side untouched for a little bit more chip damage.
Yeah, beautifully played right here from LCOP, as there's going to be a Mega Minion now on the right-hand side. That is just going to go to its death to the tower. And now it's going to be very interesting. Another Furnace going to be getting a little bit more value here. Both players with a Furnace. Looks like they're both kind of running very, very similar decks.
Yeah, similar decks, if not the same exact decks. We'll see here. Royal Hogs coming down in the middle. The Furnace does hold the Royal Hogs off just a little bit. Only one shot on the left-hand side.
Yeah, Furnace going to be getting the Fire Spirits on the right-hand lane. Just getting a little bit of chip damage there. Valkyrie and Zappies here. Going to be split. Log coming in on the left-hand lane is going to get off a little bit of damage on the tower.
Yeah, if Legend has Royal Hogs and Fireball, and LCOP has Valkyrie, they are running the exact same deck.
Okay, here comes the Magic Archer. Fireball just clips the Magic Archer.
Oh, and LCOP's Fireball just misses the Magic Archer. That might come back to bite him.
Okay, here it comes. There's going to be Royal Hogs being split here from Legend. They're going to be getting to the tower and doing a little bit of damage. Magic Archer getting taken out there from the Mega Minion. The key is just to get no Magic Archers to lock onto your tower and do a ton. It's going to be the battle of the Magic Archers. I think there's going to be a Magic Archer that's going to win a game for one of these players.
Yeah, Magic Archer can just get so much value. We have seen it time and time again, especially from LCOP. And here we go, the Royal Hogs coming down on the right-hand side. Fireball on the defense. Valkyrie to defend against these Hogs. Gonna get a little bit of chip damage. And look at the Magic Archer placement right here.
Yeah, Magic Archer has to get Fireball down right there. Magic Archer, though, on the left-hand side from LCOP is going to be taking down that Furnace almost the entire way. Furnace coming down on the right-hand side, and they are just playing this very methodically, playing this very beautifully. But, oh, the fire experience. The exchange in LCOP's favor, and that is a huge play.
Oh, that is absolutely huge. The mistimed Furnace from Legend cost him the Fire Spirits, but he did have to Royal Hog that Furnace, so LCOP made sure that there was no constant chip damage coming down, and the Royal Hogs are going to come in for a huge push on the right-hand side. Valkyrie comes down to defend. Furnace is going to come out as well. Magic Archer locked onto the Magic Archer, and the Zappies will retarget it. Log just clips the Magic Archer.
Yeah, here comes once again another Hog, Royal Hog push here. Splitting three, piggies to the left-hand side, and they're gonna go and do a little bit of damage here.
Yeah, that Valk takes its sweet time walking over to the left-hand side. Fire Spirits get a little bit of chip damage onto the Zappies.
Log comes in on the left-hand side here, and here comes the pigs on the right. Furnace, both players are just using this Furnace so well to shut down every single Royal Hog push that comes anywhere near them.
Yeah, here comes the Furnace once again, clipping 3 Royal Hogs. The Royal Hogs are going to be able to dish out some decent damage. Magic Archer is going to be able to finish that off. Ooh, it actually targets one of the Zappies, and then it's going to retarget to the Valkyrie, gets one splash onto the tower.
Yeah, I think that Legend was a little bit more scared than he needed to be of what was going on with that Magic Archer. It only would have clipped the tower one time, and then it would have went a little bit over to the left. He just did not want to take that chance, because if you try to take that chance and something gets repositioned, you can easily lose the game.
Yeah, Royal Hogs coming down, trying to take down that Furnace as fast as possible. We might see a Fireball come down on the right-hand side. There it is. Magic Archer is now going to be alive. The Valkyrie might be able to connect to the tower. Valkyrie comes down on defense from LCOP, and just above 30 seconds remain in this match.
Yeah, and here comes the Royal Hog split here. Royal Hogs are going to get to the tower on the left-hand side. The Zappy's going to retarget. The Fireball is going to be coming in, and just like that, LCOP and Shaila are going to be moving on to the finals match. He will need to win twice, but he will be moving on to the finals.
What an insane match right there from LCOP and Legend. You see the People's Republic of China celebrating that victory.
Yeah, what a match right there. Legend and Vietnam are going to be going home with the bronze, but still got the finals to go. Who is going to hold the gold? That game right there, absolutely amazing gameplay.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better Game 5 in that situation. You have 2 of the top tier players
AIS Play รวมความบันเทิงคุณภาพ เปิดความสนุกทุกที่ทุกเวลา